Hi, I'm Joe Jr. This is Kim.
Kim,
We just met.
50 years later.
Anyway, we're jamming here at ZIMM'S Guitars in, where are we? Mesa, Arizona.
Guadalupe and Dobson
That stops
on the southwest corner. Yeah.
Really? I thought that would, never mind. We're at ZIMM'S Guitars. We're playing some, these are not reissue, folks. These are the real McCoys. What is this? It's a Martin. Yeah, that's a Martin too.
This is a 1900 0028. Model 28 is a nicer model, but this one has a custom style 42 finger board because in 1900 they didn't do inlays. And this was the third guitar that year. And the next guitar was a style 42, which is a big upgrade, so they put in the inlays. Personally, my favorite, snowflake inlays. I hate the big blocks.
Feels cold.
And this is an 034 from 1895, and it's signed and dated inside FHM, which is Frank Henry Martin. This one's signed and dated inside January on the top in here. Need a mirror. January 9th.
Mirror.
Yeah, 1900, January 9th. And J.J. Knecht, K-N-E-C-H-T, although he doesn't have his name spelled. It's in the Martin employee records. He and his brother, there were two Knecht brothers, worked at Martin for a long time. So they would sign their work because it's definitely art.
It is.
You know, this one has great Brazilian rosewood.
From Brazil.
Yeah.
That's in Central America, South America.
It's next to Grant's tomb, but I don't know who's buried in that tomb either. So
They never found out, did they?
no, they don't have DNA.
Yep.
So
It could be Jimmy Hoffa.
So this is herringbone trim, nice
Nice.
cross.
See that stripe in the middle?
Yeah, ivory bridge, real ivory when they were able to get it. These aren't actually mastodon, but I have a friend that actually makes bridges and everything out of mastodon ivory. That
I bet that's cool. Pricey.
Yeah, and this is 1895. It's actually in better shape. It's an ivory bridge. It's all ivory binding, ivory everything, and ivory friction tuners that are like what some people call banjo tuners or violin tuners,
Peg tuners.
because you have to
Tuning pigs.
tune it up and then push it in
Yeah.
to get it to hold in place, as opposed to old gear tuners that, well, they had a gear.
The newest thing, gear tuners. What will they think of next?
And they both say Martin on the back of the headstock and inside, and then on the neck block a serial number.
I think you need a mirror.
But on the neck block right there, if you look in, if there's enough light, it will tell you the model and the serial number. And if you look at the end of the headstock,
Oh, yes.
serial number.
Serial number. Wait, don't read it.
Well, actually, that way, if it ever shows up somewhere than my house, we know where to go looking.
Wow. This is, yes, folks, this is not Antique Roadshow. This is ZIMM'S Guitars in Mesa, Arizona.
You look great. 45 years later.
So that, never mind, better not. This is not the place for my jokes. Yes, this is.
I tune it, and by morning, the strings will have come out unwrapped, looking like a weird ingrown hair or something, or when you use the wrong shampoo. Also has ivory block on there for what might have been a strap button, and then another one here, which is pretty cool.
That's like factory?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know they did that.
And the other thing is the shape of the headstock. Well,
Yeah.
I really need to dust these more often, I usually do, is interesting because that period they did that weird kind of off.
Yeah, I never noticed that. That is an oldie. My great-grandparents would have played something like that.
Now this one says C.F. Martin and Company, New York. And that's somebody I'm going to hang up. Well, we don't call him back.
Sorry, folks. Well, anyway, so now it's comedy time. Oh, no, maybe not. Hey, I like your T-shirt, by the way, Kim. That is cool. That is a cool T-shirt.
Yes, this girl that I knew sent me like 15 of them, and then we found out we were on different sides.
That was one of my
Small
favorite
talk.
albums when I was a little youngster.
Yeah, Sergeant. I'm supposed to see Jeff Emmerich October 6th,
Really?
6th in Tucson.
Right.
He's doing a thing, and I've been wanting to talk to him because I read his book here, there, and everywhere, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. He's a little critical of George Harrison, but you know, going back and deconstructing Harrison's leads, they're great. They really are. So,
Paul McCartney's coming here.
yes, and Stills was just here last night before, with Judy Collins.
He was.
Yeah, at the MIM. Have you been to the MIM?
Yes, I've been there. I didn't know he was there. I need to get out more. I've been on the road, but I'm off the road now. I don't.
If you get a chance, go to the MIM Museum on Tatum off the 101. It's the guy that owned Target put together. And
Great venue, by the way. The sound is, seating's great. Great place to see a show.
so Al and I went there, and we spent 7 hours going through the instrument museum that they had.
I haven't done that.
We had to go back the next day and spend another 7
Really?
hours.
It's that?
It's huge. It's ridiculously huge. They give you these headphones that you wear, and as you go by an exhibit,
regular museum.
and like in front of the exhibit, it will
pick
tell
your
you what's
language
happening right
and-
there.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
amazing. I had no idea how great it is. And then there's the Songbird Museum in Chattanooga, where they actually have the first Fenders that were built. The handling.
That's the one that has all the guitars and stuff, right?
Yes, apparently they have 30 old Sunbursts.
Now, what
hundreds
city
of
is that in?
Chattanooga.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
They're supposed to have the ultimate vintage guitar. It's sick.
Yeah.
If you're into
The pre-broadcaster showed up at a show. And it's weird because it's got the pickguard just kind of on the side, and it doesn't go through, and the headstock is 3 on a side.
Oh
On the
yeah,
first one.
it's like a
And they
Like
got
the first
that,
one.
and then the Esquire that's pictured in all the old catalogs. I have those 1950
Yeah.
catalogs. It's got a black finish and a white pickguard, which made no sense. We always thought the negative had been turned around.
It looked like a negative. Yeah.
It's not. They have that guitar with that finish and that pickguard in this museum now. They tracked it
in
down.
Chattanooga. It's like
I will go to Chattanooga just for that.
God.
And if you go on your website, they don't let you see any pictures of anything. Or I haven't figured it out yet. So, but they have a great selection of Martins too. I wish I could see them.
I'm sure you will. Chattanooga's not that far. I'm skipping a jump. But I heard about that place Songbird. Well, since I don't travel anymore, but I have lots of frequent flyer miles left, so I may be making a trip just for that. And actually, these guitars should be in there. Well, I mean, you could put them on display. Yeah, these are very, very old, but they smell brand new. Let me see what that smells like.
Okay, don't leave a little.
It smells a little older.
Yeah. Well, it's probably a little bit more trash because it says New York, because they didn't know they were in Pennsylvania.
Musicians, they don't even know where they are half the time.
They got the wood, the Brazilian rosewood, because it wasn't, endangered.
Not at that time.
Them and the ivory, and the violin makers unions in America came down on Martin guitars because Martin listed themselves as cabinet makers in order to get wood. And the violin makers said, a grandfather chair's arm is not a guitar.
Yeah, it's that's a little sneaky. That's not. Hey, big business, you know. This sounds really nice.
It's my favorite sounding finger picking and playing for stuff.
Wish I could finger pick right here. And they tune good too.
This one's a little harder.
Well, I'd say it's not fair. He's got.
And these are the original strings. This is when, you know, they use catgut and they used to grow cats for strings. Is that a little out
Boy,
there?
don't tell my girlfriend that.
Well,
I know people. I know. There's a girl singer I work with. She has like 100 cats or something.
oh, I like cats.
Don't tell her that.
But they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they do. I know
not
they do.
Not in America.
No, you can actually buy those strings in Italy. I was in Italy when I was surprised they still sold catgut guitar strings. I didn't know if they were really. I thought they were made from sheep intestines. No, that's what I heard. And catgut was just a name.
It does make you feel better, though, to think that. I haven't been to Italy in a long time, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like cats. I don't like it when they jump in my car or they do their business on my clothes when I'm not looking.
They get in the engine compartment when you get up to start your
Yeah,
car.
but if you have an old car, yeah, that happened to me years ago in Tucson. Cold morning, I got up, turned the engine on. Anyway, forget about that. Let's move on to
His son is amazing. When it comes to editing, he took a thing I did and made it sound. What old Beatles stuff?
Play a song, guys. Let's hear those things.
I don't know the words. I didn't warm up today, so saving my voice for
Though I get here and it's like,
tonight.
oh, what am I going to play?
We should play something. Are we in tune? Let me see. I'm good.
How about just something you play over?
Is that Can't Find My Way Home? I don't know the words of that either. I'm trying to remember the melody. I'm out of tune a little bit.
It's probably me because of these tutors.
No, I'm in. I'm good.
I'm pretty close too.
Well, since you are wearing a rubber sole T-shirt, and the Rolling Stones
there.
album, wasn't it? We should do. I can't remember any of these songs anymore.
Yeah, what is on?
Must be the Alzheimer's creeping in.
I want to think it's got fuzz bass.
Do you have a fuzz
Sing for
fuzz
yourself.
tone?
There.
Oh wait,
Plug in real
it
quick.
wasn't
Oh, it's not electric.
Toledo.
That was on that album. Was it? That's it. Oh, that's yeah. These are like
Well, these are close encounters of the very first kind.
yes, they are. It's like this thing. These things are in such good shape. I'm shocked that you know. I mean, that's over 100, 120 years old.
Yeah, it's 1895, so it's 123 years old.
Damn, that's like
118
100.
and change.
Really?
January 9th, 1900.
It's 2018 already. Wow. Yeah, I get. It's like I'm shocked. It's like I'm in a time machine or something. Oh, but we're at ZIMM'S Guitars in Mesa, Arizona.
Doing the time warp. Oh.
Yeah, hot tub time machine.
Oh. Did you ever see at Tempe?
You pass the soap.
Did you ever see at the Tempe Arts? When they did the time. What was that? The movie.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah. Rocky Horror Picture
Oh,
Show.
yeah. At the Valley Art.
At the Valley Art.
Danny Harkins. I used to be in a band. Remember Danny Harkins?
Yes.
Well, anyway, his dad owned the Harkins
Theaters.
theaters. Hi, Danny. And Danny played keyboards. And he used to throw parties at the Valley Art in Tempe back in the day on Mill Avenue. Lock the door and like every kid that went to Scottsdale High, Saguaro High. Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
But
You had the pool hall across the street. And
Yeah,
then down on the side just north.
it was a biker bar.
Was the National Guard Armory where they did concerts.
Right. Yeah. Damn, that's like. Yeah, excuse us, folks. There's a bunch of old guys that like.
Jack Curtis.
Jack Curtis.
Jack Curtis.
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while.
And then the Keno Club.
Google them.
I saw the Red, White, and Blues Band play at the Keno Club.
Oh yeah. The Red, White, and Blues Band joined forces with the Beans and became
Tubes.
the Tubes. Talk to you later. But yeah, they joined, but they were separate bands at the time. Just like Eric Clapton. That was my tribute.
I love the opening notes of the lead.
There you guys go.
We be jamming at ZIMM'S Guitars, Mesa, Arizona.